Great. Please tell what exactly is NLQ in ServiceNow?
NLQ stands for Natural Language Query, and honestly, it is a game changer. Instead of clicking filters or building complex queries, you just type what you want in a plain English. Like when you say, show me the active incidents from this week, and ServiceNow will fetch it for you. It takes your sentence, translate it into a system level query, and show you the result. It needs no code, no drop down, no stress. Okay? It feels like you are talking to your data straight up.
So, how does it actually work behind the scenes?
So, when you type a request, NLQ breaks it down and figures out what you mean, kind of like a Google search. It identifies your intent, map it to the right table or fields, and build a query in JSON or structured format. Then it executes the query in real time and give you the filtered result. You never see the code part, but the engine underneath is doing all the heavy lifting for you. And that's what makes it so user friendly, beginner friendly, and powerful.
What all can I ask it to do? Like what kind of operations?
Okay, pretty much all the common data operations, filtering, sorting, grouping, and visual summaries. You can even do aggregations like total or averages, or build quick dashboards like pie chart and bar charts or bar graphs. And if you are not sure which table to use, it will try to suggest most likely the one which you can use. It is designed to handle both simple requests and more layered queries without you needing to know backend stuff. It saves a ton of time, especially for the non technical users.
Can I use NLQ on any list or feature inside ServiceNow?
For most of the part, yes. NLQ is integrated across most standard list view and some advanced features too. So whether you are in the incident table or CMDB, you can hit the NLQ icon and type your request. But it does not work on the on-premise instances, and domain separation is not supported either. If you are using AI search or analytics QA, NLQ enhance these experience too. Okay, so it is not just limited to tables, it is spreaded across your whole ServiceNow platform.
What about language support? Is it English only?
Not entirely. By default, NLQ work in American English, but it also supports Spanish, French, German, Japanese, and French Canadian, except for CMDB, which is English only. But here is the catch though. You have to activate those extra languages on your instances first, and then you can use it. Once they are active, users can start querying in their own native language. It is super helpful for global teams and multilingual service techs.
What's the process to use NLQ on a list view?
Yes, it is really smooth. You can do any list view, like incidents, and click the little icon that looks like a magic wand. Once you do that, that opens the NLQ input box. You type something like close tickets last month and hit ask, and then bam, you get the results in front of you. It even shows the translated filter conditions in the regular builder below, so you can see what is interpreted from your input and fine tune if needed. Okay, feel most like talking to a smart assistant right inside the UI.
Can I build on a query as I go, or do I have to start over each time?
Yes, you can absolutely build on it. And that is one of the coolest thing about it. Let's say you first ask active hardware tickets and then type without assignment groups. It stacked that condition as well. Each follow-up input refine the previous result. It's like building a layered query without touching any technical UI. And if you mess up or want a fresh start, just clear the condition builder and start again.
Are there any rules or best practices while typing queries?
Yeah, it helps to understand what kind of phrases NLQ understands. You can use terms like group by, sorted by, A to Z, this quarter, not empty, something like that. But here you cannot use the wildcard like asterisk or reggae symbols that are too complex for natural language. Also, if you want to group by a field, that column needs to be visible in the list view first. So you can say a little setup goes a long way in getting the better result going forward.
What happens if NLQ doesn't understand my request properly?
Yes, it usually tries to help, like suggesting field's name while you type, and asking you for clarity. Let's say you type ticket with no owners. It might offer you assign to or assignment group options as a field. It does not just throw you an error, it assists you in mid query as well. That's make it more forgiving, especially if you are not used to how the system is structured. It is smart enough to guide you rather than just fail silently. So this is a cool feature with NLQ.
Where does NLQ really shine? Any examples?
Yes, honestly, in places like CMDB, where relationships and data models get really complex, you could ask all servers in London with missing patch information. It is a very, very critical information, right? And you will get it easily. It also shines in regular list view when users don't know the table name or filter options. It makes the system way more accessible, especially for non-technical users and managers who just want the answers. Okay? And once you get used to it, it's hard to go back the old ways.
Can MLQ show me visual data like charts, or is it just text?
Yeah, NLQ is not just about filtering the text. It can also give you visual outputs. You can ask for data as a bar chart, pie chart, time series, or even a single number. For example, if you ask, show me open incident group by priority as a pie chart, it will do that for you and provide you the pie chart. It is a great way to get a quick insight without building full dashboard. And the best part is you don't need to know reporting tools as well, just a plain language and you get the response.
What's the difference between NLQ and Condition Builder?
Sure, condition builder is more manual. You pick fields, operators, and value by yourself. Whereas NLQ automates that by letting you describe the filter in your own words. This is the power. So instead of priority is high and state is new, you just say new high priority tickets. You can see the difference here. NLQ build the same logic under the hood and even display it in the builder as well. It is faster, smarter entry point, especially for the people who are not platform experts, like most of the people in the regular company.
Does NLQ save the query I run, or can I reuse it later?
So out of the box, NLQ does not save your query as named favorite or a report. But since it shows you a query in the condition builder, you can by yourself save that filter or report manually. If you are using it frequently, you could also document that phrasing for training your team as well. And some admins create a template query that others can also tweak using NLQ. So while it does not autosave, you can still reuse it with a few clicks and few options.
Can I use NLQ to query across multiple tables at once?
Mostly no. NLQ work best on single table list views. So if you are on the incident table, your query only runs against that table, that is incident. But that said, you can filter on reference field like caller is John or something like that, which links to another table. Okay. So for true multi-level analysis, you will have to use reporting or performance analytics, but not NLQ. But within its scope, NLQ is super fast and reliable.
What are some examples of queries NLQ can understand well?
Yeah, there are few like urgent open incidents from last 7 days. Second is unassigned tickets grouped by priorities. Third is closed changes this quarter in a bar chart. Okay, it understands the time phrase, status filters, grouping, and common service now field as well. Basically, if you can say it simply, NLQ can usually translate it and provide you the result.
What roles or permissions do I need to use NLQ?
Sure. You need permissions to view or interact with the table you are querying. So, if you are using incident table, you need something like ITL role, whereas admins can have access everywhere by default. If you don't see the NLQ option, it is probably due to table restrictions or UI setting. Okay, just do some tweaks and you get it. And the best part or good thing is once you set it up, it is available to most of the user in your organization. So no need to worry.
What happens if I ask NLQ something it can't understand?
Okay, in this case, it won't break. It will just give you no result or offer field suggestions. Like if you type ticket handled by the team Rocket, and that is not a real group, it won't crash. It will suggest a valid field name and tell you that the query did not return the results. You can edit, retry, or clear the builder to start again. It is pretty forgiving, which makes it safer to explore and use.
Does NLQ work well with the CMDB module?
I would say yes and no. NLQ does work with CMDB, but only in English. And since CMDB has a complex relationships, NLQ simplifies access by hiding the backend structure. You can ask things like list all the virtual machines in Singapore, and it will find the right table and fields for you. So you don't need to know the CI hierarchy here. But having said that, for really advanced CMDB reporting, you might still want to use Query Builder, okay, or CI Class Manager.
Can I use NLQ inside AI search or virtual agent?
Yes, you can. NLQ is integrated into AI search as well. That is where you see genius results. You can ask global questions like my open approvals, and it will scan the multiple applications and provide the result. In virtual agent, it is not directly used, but NLU power the chat experience. Okay. Together, these tools create a natural language first experience across ServiceNow platform. So it is not just for filters. It is built into how you interact with the whole platform.
Why is NLQ a big deal for beginners or non-technical users?
Okay, because it lowers the learning curve massively. Instead of learning tables, fields, or query logic, you just uh, describe what you want. You get to interact with the platform more confidently without always needing the admin help, without always understanding the structure of the platform properly. For IT teams, analysts, and even HR, NLQ turns ServiceNow into a more approachable tool. It is like giving everyone a little AI powered query assistant.